You know, when I was growing up, I was told to trust certain people. And they were usually people that my parents knew very well. People within our culture that were to be trusted. And there wasn't anything wrong with that. It was a beautiful and wonderful thing. And those people were largely trusted because of their place or their stature, their job, whatever they were doing. They certainly earned trust. But the more I look at the biblical narrative, and especially the narrative about the coming of Jesus, I'm not so sure that same version of trust is the one that plays out in the Gospels. I mean, we're supposed to trust the voice of John the Baptist crying over there in the wilderness, telling people to make rough places plain, crooked places straight. A guy in the middle of nowhere with long hair and wild clothes. And we're supposed to trust the voice of Joseph and Mary, these young parents who were clearly on the edge of life. And oh goodness, in Mary's case, a teenage mother. She's crying aloud to God, praise be to you, blessed are you. And we're trusting her. It seems that God's version of trust is a kind of trust that is grounded, that finds its very being in the difficult places, not in the predictable ones, not in the ones that are earned or have merit, but places that are just plain hard. And there, in the midst of those places, God says there will be light, that there will be life. And these voices we're given, these voices of trust that tell us again and again, God is faithful, God is faithful, God is faithful. They come from these people that most of us would just toss aside as crazy men out in the middle of nowhere, or a young teenage mother that doesn't know what she's talking about. And yet that's the biblical narrative. So that's the place I'm going to pay attention this year. It's the place I'm going to ask God to speak to me. The place of my prayer will be, God, show me people to trust. Show me voices that I otherwise would never hear. And help me through them to experience something of your light and life. That's what I'm going to do this year. That's going to be my Advent.